Are you a parent trying to get your kid to eat healthier? Whew, what a struggle. Hi there, my name is Anna, and over the years I've worked with hundreds of families who were struggling at meal times trying to get the kids to eat healthier. I want to help you make mealtime easier and hopefully come up against less resistance. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks I came up with while working with hundreds of families struggling with this exact issue. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to click to subscribe. Tip number 1. While starting out this journey of eating healthier, parents seem to get over enthusiastic and they kind of share their ideas and their goals with their kids. Discussions around the table about what's healthier and why we should eat certain foods can get met with a ton of resistance. So while we want to help educate our kids and show them why we're eating certain things and avoiding other things, try and keep the conversation as light as possible. Talk about foods in terms of helping them have more energy, jump out of bed easier, nail a test, really do well at practice that night. Talking about foods in terms of how it will affect them physically might be a little bit more useful. Kids don't care about certain vitamins, and they also don't care what has a better fat to carbohydrate ratio, right? And it seems that the more we talk about it, the more they can resist, the more they can dig their heels in and say no. We never want that argument to be over food. Number 2, don't hide vegetables in other foods. There's a big craze right now where parents are trying to make foods that are healthy but actually mask as a cupcake or a brownie or something else. And my suggestion is to kind of steer clear of that. Hiding nutritious foods in other sweets makes kids suspicious and starts them to think that you're being sneaky and you're not telling the truth. I just like to be honest and try and make the foods in a way that the kids will like. Not always easy, I know, but it is doable. This one might seem a little bit counterintuitive, but don't force your kids to eat a certain food. In other words, anytime we set up a little goal for them, well, eat this and then you can get up from the table. Try to resist having the kids eat everything off their plate or giving them something that then later you have to say to them, eat this and then you can get up from the table. Setting those kind of things up almost implies we know you're really not going to like this, so the only way you're going to leave the table is by eating this really icky food. What I try and teach is that we want to invite the kids into wanting to eat this kind of food and not be sneaky and not make this something to fight over. You don't want them coming back to you and saying, I'll eat this if I can have this. Consider making foods that the kids can dip. In other words, finger foods that the kids can grab and then dip into something else. Let's talk about the dips for a second. Dips are really fun to make and actually something that you can ask the kids to come help you in the kitchen with. Things like a marinara sauce or hummus or something with tahini and miso. All of these sauces are really yummy and delicious, and having the kids actually take vegetables and dip it into that might help them feel like they are at choice. They are responsible for their own food. And don't serve it saying, "Ooh, this is really healthy." No, make it all fun. So cutting cucumbers on a diagonal and serving that with a bowl of hummus is really fun, or cherry tomatoes, or carrot slices. All of these things are super yummy to have with hummus. Steamed vegetables might be really good with a tomato sauce or a marinara sauce. And if you steam the vegetables just lightly so that way they're more brilliant in color rather than overcooking and making it soggy, those vegetables will then be really nice and crisp to dip into the vegetable sauce. You can make a really nice sweeter dip with peanut butter and honey mixed together and then serve that with some sliced apples. There's a full range of sauces that you can make and vegetables and fruit that you can dip in. So have fun with it. Make up some of your own. But what's really cool is that the kids get to decide how much they eat of the vegetables or fruit and how much sauce that they eat. And also that they can use their hands and aren't being reprimanded about table manners. When trying to help your family eat healthier, rather than take out all the junk food and all the things that you don't want them to eat, consider slowly, little by little, adding substitutes in. Something like sodas can be replaced by fizzy water in the beginning. Fizzy water with a really sweet taste, like a fruit taste. You can even have the kids make up some mocktails and have them mix things. So that way it's not straight soda, but you start diluting it more and more. Things like juices with high fructose corn syrup can also be done half and half. When your old juice bottle starts getting used up, replace it with fresh, good, organic juices. And then I'd suggest over time to even dilute those more with water. In actuality, it'd be great if the kids were just using water to hydrate instead of needing something sweet to drink. Commercial foods that kids like cereals or commercial peanut butters, are really laden with chemicals and things that'll make them go a little nutty at times. So here too, you can use either substitutes or go half and half for a bit and then slowly transition them. And there doesn't have to be this big announcement each time. You can just do it slowly over time. When we start raising the bar and start substituting more and more healthier versions of what they're having, announcing it might create resistance. And we don't want resistance. We want them to love the food and to feel better eating those foods. And the last one I'll touch upon is make the serving dishes fun. In other words, little containers where kids can kind of pour their own things, serve their own things, are really fun for the kids and will make eating interesting in another way. And consider using real glassware with the kids instead of plastic. Foods taste better, they look better on real plates and real glasses. They also might feel a little bit adulty. So in essence, what I'm just saying is to go slow, make it interesting. And just as we would do with an adult, we don't want to push, we want them to want to eat this food. I hope this video was helpful. So hopefully some of these tips and tricks will make things easier at mealtime. Don't forget, if you like this video, to give me a thumbs up and also to click to subscribe. Until next time, mwah, ciao.